Self-improvement improved my life dramatically. The habits and mindsets I learned allowed me to build an aesthetic body, to become strong, improve my mental health, learn new skills, and live a more positive life, where I know that I can always become better and improve my situation no matter how bad it is. Self-improvement allowed me to improve my social skills, which allowed me to gain great friends, to become more attractive, and to be able to actually speak to a woman without panicking, allowing me to get an amazing girlfriend. And it allowed me to get to the point where I can now teach other young men just like you of how to improve your life too. Self-improvement was the key that enabled me to get to where I am now, and how I'll continue to develop and improve even more over the next few years, few decades, because this is a lifelong journey. However, I failed self-improvement. I became too comfortable. I used self-improvement to go from a skinny, depressed boy with terrible mental health, awful acne, and almost no good habits to improving almost every aspect of my life until I finally started feeling proud of myself and my accomplishments. I had improved myself to the point that where I was finally starting to see the rewards for my efforts. I finally had an aesthetic body that I was proud of. I was getting noticed by more women. I had random guys coming up to me on nights out and complimenting my physique or saying that they recognized me for working hard in the gym. I had more good friends than I've ever had before. This was the most confident I'd felt, and I had a great relationship too, the best of my life. All the work and effort I had put into improving myself was finally paying off. And then I put my foot off the accelerator. I became comfortable and complacent with my progress, and I stopped doing almost all of my self-improvement habits. I stopped meditating, I stopped gratitude journaling, I stopped even keeping track of my macros. I even started going to the gym less. I quit making these YouTube videos altogether. That was my biggest regret this year. I allowed myself to spend hours every day on Instagram, just doom scrolling like this. And whilst I still went to the gym and I started studying a lot more for my exams, I had let myself become comfortable and stop doing the things that had enabled me to make progress and improve my life. Now, I paid a lot for quitting my self-improvement habits and not being as consistent, especially over the summer, as my mental health became really bad sometimes. I ended up ruining weeks of my summer, missing my girlfriend too much, causing me to have fights with her because of that, having arguments with my friends, becoming stressed about everything and worried about my future. I was having fights with my family even. I went from having control over my emotions to becoming very emotional. I put my girlfriend up on a pedestal, with me missing her becoming the top of my priorities, even though I couldn't do anything about it. Like, it didn't matter how much I missed her, I still couldn't see her, it didn't change anything. That caused me to feel fucking horrible sometimes, when I would just sit down and sulk because of how much I missed her. That period of this summer was really difficult, and I knew I needed to change. I decided to get back on self-improvement, to become more disciplined and start taking back control over my life and my emotions. I started waking up earlier, not allowing myself to sleep in at all, doing exercise immediately once I woke up, and to finally start making these YouTube videos again, to not only help you, but to actually force myself to become productive again. Because it doesn't feel good to make these videos where you talk about self-improvement and then go off and then just live like a loser. I started meditating again, doing gratitude journaling, and praying again, along with finally reading self-improvement books again. For the first time in months, I had full control over my life and was starting to make progress again. Now, even though I've only been back on self-improvement for a few weeks now, I've already noticed a huge change. I feel happier, more productive, and I no longer just sit paralyzed because I miss my friends, but instead motivated to work harder now for when we're back together. Exercising harder, working harder, so that she'll be fucking Now I feel motivated to work even harder now, so that she'll be impressed when we're finally back together again, with like my physique and that. By making this grand gesture to get back on self-improvement, to take back control of my life, I can already feel a huge change, mainly from my mental health improving, getting my happiness back, and feeling like I can improve myself and make any situation I'm in better, simply from doing the right things that I know I should be doing. I finally have my purpose back, and my purpose is to, number one, improve myself and become the best version of myself. It's never going to happen, but you have to get as close as you possibly can to it. And number two is to make these videos to teach you all the ways that you can improve your life, so you can experience the same pride when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see all the growth that you've gone through. Now, if you feel the same way I felt, where you had shit mental health, you hated yourself frequently, were worried and anxious about the future, I promise you, if you start waking up earlier and perform the self-improvement habits, like meditating, gratitude journaling, praying, exercising, journaling, you will feel better the exact same day. One day is all it takes to change your life. If you can do this and stick with it, you can completely fix your mental health within 2 weeks. And then you'll start noticing how everything in your life will improve as soon as you start taking back control over your life and becoming more disciplined with your life. Now, I have promised myself that I'm going to start dedicating myself to self-improvement and creating these YouTube videos again. Now, by dedicating my life to self-improvement, I will become stronger mentally and physically. My mental health will improve. I'll be happier. I'll have better social skills. I'll be able to help you improve your life too. Literally every aspect of my life will improve as a result of dedicating myself to self-improvement. And if you want to do the same, if you want to improve every aspect of your life and to just feel happier and so much more, and feel so much pride every time you can notice how much you've improved, I promise you, if you dedicate your life to self-improvement for even a year, you will be shocked by the amount of growth that you can get. And if you want to do that, if you want to feel this immense pride every time you look in the mirror, you want to feel happy, you want to have better mental health, better physical health, and all of that, subscribe to the channel to see how both I progress and to start making progress on improving your life as well. Now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.